CVMSDC AMP 2025. I'm super excited to be joined by Jonathan Wilkins, Presidio's Supplier Diversity Manager. Jonathan, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So always excited to sit and talk with our corporate partners. As a corporate partner of CVMSDC, why do you believe the work that your company is doing is so important?
I think we look at it as a holistic approach that the work that we do now benefits not only the generations that we're looking at now, but the future generations down the line, right? If we can support the minority and small business community, it's a huge benefit not only to our company, but also the tax base of the organizations or the cities, municipalities that these companies are integrated in. And that tax base then helps fund the educational system, which then eliminates the prison to, or youth to college, prison to pipeline.
Right. Okay. No, I understand what you were saying, but that's
that one.
Well, no, we don't need to cut it. You got it out. I think you got it. Don't worry. People don't expect you to be perfect, but I think that's a good point that I have not heard through having a lot of these different conversations. And I think we would agree diversity is kind of important inside your organization, but diversity comes in a lot of different things, right? Sometimes it's race, it's age, it's color. Why do you think having a diverse culture within your organization has been so impactful?
But I think we can tie it back to a study that I read, why diversity makes us smarter, right? If we bring a different aspect of people or different vantage point of people to the table, they're going to bring new ideas. They're going to challenge your thought process and your perceived biases, right? And you can't go with the same homogenous way of thinking. You have to step outside of the box, which challenges you, which makes you more innovative, which makes you more creative. And now the dialogue opens up, and we're now not only just a better company, we're a better culture for it.
No, that you're making some good points there, and I like how it all ties together. Now, the other big topic is this idea of ESG and ESG practices. Talk to us a little bit about what you guys are doing in that area.
Yeah, for us, we're not a manufacturer of anything, so the environmental is not so much of a big aspect, but the social and governance is, right? So from a social perspective, we really do believe in the social investment into our communities. We just finished a hackathon or cyber challenge in the city of New Orleans with the HBCUs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Had over 30 students, and we awarded scholarships to those students. So great opportunity for them to learn about the cybersecurity world and get it from professionals who are in the industry, right? Giving back to the community, those underserved, underrepresented minorities that were on campus. It was inclusive of all, but that, primarily that's who was there. Then on the governance side, we want to make sure that we're doing our part to uphold not just supply diversity, not just DE&I requirements, but we're doing the things to support every community that's out there, right? So every small business, every diverse business, we want to make sure that we are the forefront leaders and making sure that we are getting the message out. We're putting programs in place to support those small and diverse businesses and be an advocate for them in the future.
Now, taking that ESG piece and thinking about RFPs, how does that role play in terms of your consideration and review of RFPs? Where does a company's ESG policy play into that for you?
Yeah, I think oftentimes we get so I'm tied to sales, which is wonderful.
Sure.
So a lot of times we get pushed down that these are the requirements that you guys are gonna have to abide by. So if a company says we want to make sure that your ESG standards are in place, or social governance for us are in place, we definitely look for that. We look for businesses that can help support us on the subcontract level.
Okay.
When it comes to the RFPs that we compete for. So great opportunity for us to leverage it. It keeps me very busy. Like they're chasing me sometimes.
That's right.
Which is a wonderful position for us to be in.
Sure. Last question for you. Looking ahead, thinking about technology, talk about the cybersecurity, some of these things that you guys were doing and facilitated. What are some of the technological changes that are on the horizon, maybe within your organization?
AI. It is changing the world.
Yeah.
Right? We know, I think just last year we were introduced to OpenAI, and where are we now? I mean, we have AIs that are movies that have been generated in less than a year's time. So that is the new wave. We have some products internally that we're looking at that we've rolled out to the market. So that is the next wave. That and cybersecurity. The U.S. government is very focused on cybersecurity, outside threats. Every company has to be focused on that because you can shut down an organization that way if you don't have certain protocols in place.
For sure. Jonathan, thank you for the work you're doing, and thank you for taking a few moments with me today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. AMP 2025, more great interviews coming shortly.